Usually when we have fights like this, when we have a big major fight coming up, championship fights, there's a lot of trash talking going on back and forth between the fighters. But it doesn't seem like you've gone that route. It doesn't seem like Spence has gone that route either. It, there's not really any talking. It seems like you have a lot of respect for Earl.
There's a lot of respect
Yeah,
in this fight for sure.
I have respect for every fighter that I face. Anyone who steps in the ring, I have respect for. But again, this is a person who I've dealt with outside of the ring for a good period of time. In training camp, in Colorado, actually, hanging out, chilling in the room with, having hour conversations with, so it's a bit different, but boxing is a business, and we're both fighters. If we're not going to fight each other, we're going to fight someone else. So, and we understand that when we understand this is our job. So it'll be no hard feelings, either way. Win, lose, or draw, still, like Earl and care about him. So
Yeah.
it should, it shouldn't have to be, have to be mad at him to fight him. No, this is what I do. This is what I love to do. I'm sure this is what he loves to do. So why can't we just fight each other? Win and move on.
Does that make a difference, whether you've known somebody or not, when you go into the ring with them, or your mindset just clicks onto, okay, it's time to box, and no matter if we're friends or not?
Yeah, I'm used to it.
Oh, okay.
In amateur ranks, you go to these national tournaments for every year, and sometimes, a guy might be smaller than you, and you become his friend, and then next year he's your weight, and then you have to fight him.
Yeah.
And then, so you kind of get used to that, and then, the same guy that you was enemies with, that, in tournaments, and you fought maybe 5-6 times, and then you end up becoming older, and he might be the weight class ahead of you, and y'all end up fighting against other countries together and doing these training camps for 6-7 weeks together. Kind of just get used to it, and you just understand that there's no hard feelings. You still can be friends with someone, but when you get in that ring, you have to compete and give it your all, and regardless of what happens, you can become still be friends after.
We have a question from one of our boxing fans on our Facebook. Her name is Gabrielle Munoz. She's asking, how has your preparation for this fight changed since your early fights, and how do you use new technique, or do you prefer old techniques?
Me preparing for a fight now, of course, each time you go out, you kind of get better at it. At least you want to. And so right now, I pretty much have everything down packed. I feel like I'm getting more out of training camp at this point. Being as though I've done it so many times, I'm kind of learning when to pull back, when to push it, and it seems like everything is coming together on that. And it should be. I realize now that boxing training camp should actually be fun. So I'm just trying to enjoy it and have fun, and make sure that I still go out there and execute come fight night.
Lamont, I thank you so much for coming on to the show. We really appreciate you taking the time out and talking about the fight for next week. We know you're ready to go, and 5-6 days from now, we're gonna see a tremendous fight between you and Earl Spence. Is there anything that you would like to say to your fans?
Just stay tuned. 6 days left. We almost there. I promise to put on, an entertaining fight, as I always try. Just tune in on Showtime.
All right, Anthony, you have anything else to say?
We just want to wish you good luck. You're a very, very humble fighter, Lamont. I followed your career for a long time, and I wish you the best of luck. I've told a lot of people I think you're a live dog out there, and your experience and your resume speaks for itself. No matter what happens out there, you're a quality opponent. We wish you the best of luck, and God bless you and Earl both when you guys get in that ring Saturday night.
All right, thank you. I appreciate it.
Keep throwing those medicine balls at your abs. All right, thank you. Have a good night. I think we have a caller calling in. Ooh, this is exciting. I love it when callers call in.
Exactly. Go ahead and let all our listeners know right now who is calling in.
This is Beto Chulo Vergara, the creator of Random Comedy, a new brand of comedy we're putting out to the world. Just going everywhere, doing small venues, big venues, putting out some music again. I had to take the dust off of my notepad and pencil. I still use pencils. So number 2 pencils, though, they can't be the other ones that are really light. I got to be able to read it. But I was listening to your show, and it was kind of cool because last time I listened to KCA Radio, I had to drive around the mall right there. That's the only place it wouldn't reach. If you left the mall, you couldn't hear it anymore.
Well, that's why you got to go on Facebook Live and follow us there.
Hey, Beto, so I heard
I heard it all the way to Ontario. I'm driving. I was at a car wash with my friend's son, a fundraiser right now, and I'm driving. I'm like, hey, this hasn't cut out yet. Oh shoot!
We've come up in this world
now.
then.
hey, Beto, so I heard you got a comedy show coming up, Beto.
Yes, January 26th on a Friday in 2 weeks, less than 2 weeks. January 26th. It's going to be in Chino Hills at Amigos restaurant. It used to be Zendejas.
Okay.
But he put a lot of money on the Atlanta Falcons last year, and he lost, so he had to sell the restaurant.
Wow.
Yeah, he put money after they were winning, by what was it, like 28 points?
Are they playing today?
No, they lost.
Oh, wait, they lost? Okay, never mind.
Super Bowl last year.
After the Packers lost, I just stopped paying attention.
No, I'm talking about last year in the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
So he said after they were up 28 points, and he lost the Zendejas restaurant in Chino Hills. So now it's Amigos. So I'm going to do a comedy show there.
All right.
And you guys are making me want to watch boxing again. I used to love boxing, like with a passion.
Well, if you're not in boxing, maybe you should just hang up now. I'm just
No,
joking.
exactly. Hey, so
I'm kidding.
So next week, we're going to be live at the Last Round Bar and Grill, and I heard you're going to be joining us on the air next week.
Yes, I'm going to stop by. I'm going to come in. I want to spar, but I want to wear a catcher's mask. Is that okay?
Well, as long as you got tickets to your show, then you're welcome anytime.
I'll be sure to bring some tickets. And I'm excited. I'm excited just to get into this comedy thing that is new for me, but it actually isn't. But it is. Going on stage to do comedy instead of rapping and doing music, and now it's just to make people laugh. But I'll freestyle every once in a while. And I got something coming for you guys. I got a surprise for you guys for your show. I've been working on it night and day, literally. I've been falling asleep writing and falling asleep doing this. But I got something special for you guys coming before your show next Sunday.
All right, we're very excited. We'll be happy to meet you next Sunday. You better be there.
I'll be there, and I'm gonna bring my fake championship belt. All right.
All right.
All right. We'll see you then.
All right, Beto. You take care.
We'll see you then. Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
So speaking of next Sunday, now we have Beto coming in, and we also have Ray Corona, the referee, WBC champion Mikey Garcia,
and we are teaming up with the Boxing Rundown. We're teaming up with Mr. Boxing Guru Salvador Carrillo and with Rokas. So it is gonna be the podcast versus the radio. It's gonna be the Rundown versus the Southern California Boxing Report. We're going to team up with our partners. They're our good friends. And we're going to be interviewing Mikey Garcia. He does got his upcoming bout coming up against Sergey Lipinets in San Antonio, Texas next month. Mm-hmm. So, he's going for his fourth title in his fourth division world championship. His fourth division world championship. That's, and Lipinets is no pushover. Lipinets is undefeated. He's a tough guy. He's a heavy hitter, but Mikey's got that skill. I think Mikey's going to put it on him. I know Mikey, and not just because I know him, but he's in my top pound for pound. He's in my he's in my top 5 pound for pound.
Even when he disappeared for 3 years, he was still on the top.
No, exactly. So next Sunday is gonna be off the chain. I actually have a reporter flying in from the Bay Area just to be here.
What?
Yeah, and Nate Weston, if you're listening in, Nate Weston, he's coming in to do a documentary on you. You just don't know yet. So I'm gonna call you. I'm gonna call you after the show.
We're actually gonna bring you back to the show without you even knowing.
Exactly. So we have Lucas Cattell from Inside the Ropes that's gonna be coming down. He's gonna be watching our show. I'm gonna pick him up at the airport Friday night. He'll go to the fights with us Friday night. We got the last round fights Friday night.
Yep, we'll be there. We'll be broadcasting there as well. And since last round is our sponsor, we are broadcasting January 29th live at Last Round Bar and Grill. So we do invite all of the fans to come have some food, some drinks. Is football on? Might be some football on.
Next week? Next
Sunday?
Yes, the championship,
All right,
the championship
football
fight. The
and-
championship fights, the championship games. The championship
fights.
games.
And then, all of us there. Of course, returning back to the show, Mikey Garcia. So we look forward to seeing all the faces, all the fans to come and join us.
Yes, exactly. If you're in Southern California, in the Inland Empire area next week, please come and join us at Last Round Bar and Grill. We're going to be teaming up. The Southern California Boxing Report is going to be teaming up with a boxing rundown with Guru and with Rokas. We're going to have Mikey Garcia. We're going to have the Hall of Fame referee,
Ray Corona
with us. We're going to have the comedian with us, with Beto.
Yeah, with his old school pen.
With his old school number 2 pencil is going to be joining us. We're going to be giving tickets away to a comedy show next week. We got the fights Friday night. So we have a very, very big weekend in front of us.
And you know what? If you want to get your tickets for Friday night, go to Last Round Bar and Grill.
Exactly. Now, right now, I just want to go ahead and give a big shout out to the MT Collision Center. MT Collision Center specializes in foreign and domestic cars, and they're located at 829 East Emporium Street in the city of Ontario. Their services include complete paint and body, full collision repair, expert color matching, professional frame straightening, and MT Collision Center accepts all insurance claims. Mention the Southern California Boxing Report to receive 50% off deductibles, $500 or less. For more information and a free estimate, call MT Collision Center at 909-988-AUTO. That's 909-988-2886.
And of course, we want to thank Last Round Bar and Grill again. It is the spot in the Inland Empire to watch your combat sports and football championships going on right now. They are located at 1542 West Holt Boulevard in the city of Ontario. They have over 20 flat screen TVs, delicious food. Let me tell you, that food is bomb. And some drink specials, especially during the football the football championships. They'll have some special drinks in
the championship fights.
And they do have happy hour, I think, from 11 to 6 Monday through Friday. So, get your drink on before 5 if you want. It is a great place to bring your family. You do have a family restaurant side and a bar side to hang out with your friends. And then you can also follow them on Instagram and on Facebook at Last Round Bar and Grill.
The Last Round is a great place. It's almost like a museum. You go in there and they've got championship belts on the wall. They got pictures of Leo. They got the whole bar area it's almost like a wrap, just like wrapped in nothing but boxing action shots. Mm-hmm. They got great drink specials. Sound like I'm already drunk.
Were you at Last Round before you came here?
Right? No, if you're in the area, even if boxing isn't your thing, they always have the UFC going. They got football games going. We'll be there.
Baseball sometimes. Just depends on the season, but
exactly. And we'll be there next week. Like I said, we'll be broadcasting live there, and
and shout out to Only One's Garage.
Only One's Garage, yes.
And we want to go ahead and thank Lamont Peterson as we wrap this up. Thank you to Lamont Peterson for calling in. Thank you, Anthony, for joining me. And I'm going to thank myself because I'm cool. And also, I want to give a big shout out to Against the Ropes Boxing Gym. Thank you guys for opening. They're open in Rialto at 911 West Foothill Boulevard, and they're open from 4 to 9 on Monday through Thursday. So sign up, you guys. They've got some classes starting from 4 to 5 and 5 to 6 for children, and they got to fill those up. So
all right. Well, thank you for listening in, and we will see or catch you guys next week.
We want to see you guys there. Thank you.
All right. Thanks.
KCAA Loma Linda, 1050 AM, 106.5 FM, and now 102.3 FM.